The air crackled with excitement. Costumes, vibrant and bizarre, filled the streets of downtown Orlando. Laughter echoed through the warm night air. Halloween, a night for revelry, for letting loose, for embracing the fantastical. But in a heartbeat, the joyous atmosphere shattered. Gunshots. The sharp, unmistakable sounds pierced the night, replacing laughter with screams. The pulse of music vanished, replaced by the frantic beat of hearts racing in terror. Halloween night meant for harmless frights descended into a real-life horror. Orange Avenue. Moments ago, a river of costumed revelers transformed into a sea of chaos. The night had started with laughter and joy, as people of all ages paraded in their creative and spooky costumes, celebrating the spirit of Halloween. The air was filled with the sounds of cheerful chatter and playful screams, as children and adults alike enjoyed the festivities. The crowd, energized by the spirit of Halloween, was now a torrent of panicked humanity. What was once a scene of merriment had turned into a nightmare. The sudden shift from celebration to terror was palpable, as the joyous atmosphere was replaced by fear and confusion. People who had been dancing and laughing moments before were now running for their lives, their faces contorted with fear. People fled in every direction, their costumes once symbols of celebration, now obstacles in a desperate scramble for safety. The elaborate outfits that had been sources of pride and amusement became cumbersome and restrictive, hindering their frantic attempts to escape. Masks were torn off, capes were discarded, and props were abandoned as the crowd surged and stumbled in their desperate bid to get away. The thump of running footsteps mingled with the chilling screams of those caught in the crush. The sound of shoes slapping against the pavement, interspersed with the cries of fear and pain, created a haunting symphony of chaos. The once festive street was now a battleground, with people pushing and shoving, trying to find a way out of the madness. Friends clutched at each other, their eyes wide with terror, unsure of where to run, where to hide from the invisible threat that had shattered the night. The bonds of friendship were tested as they tried to stay together amidst the pandemonium. Some called out for loved ones, their voices barely audible over the din, while others simply held on tight, hoping to find safety in numbers. The night that had promised fun and excitement had turned into a harrowing ordeal, leaving everyone on Orange Avenue forever changed.
The darkness, once a canvas for playful scares, became a suffocating shroud of fear. Shadows danced menacingly, every flicker potentially harboring the unknown assailant.
Witnesses would later recall the agonizing moments spent huddled behind dumpsters, beneath parked cars, anywhere that offered a semblance of protection. The air, thick with the smell of gunpowder and fear, crackled with the desperate whispers of strangers united by terror.
Each gunshot echoed in the night, each one a hammer blow to the heart of a city celebrating a night now forever scarred. As dawn broke, a heavy silence fell over Orlando. The vibrant decorations that had adorned the streets now seemed tragically out of place, a stark contrast to the city's grief. The scent of gunpowder lingered in the air, a grim reminder of the violence that had visited this place of joy. News of the shooting spread like wildfire, leaving a city in mourning, struggling to comprehend the senseless tragedy that had unfolded on a night meant for celebration. Two families, their worlds shattered, now grapple with unimaginable loss. Emily Parker, a bright-eyed 23-year-old, had just graduated from the University of Central Florida, her future brimming with promise. Michael Jones, 28, was a beloved bartender at a local restaurant, known for his infectious laugh and kind heart. Their lives, full of potential, were cut tragically short, victims of a senseless act that has left a community heartbroken. Yet even in the face of unspeakable tragedy, the spirit of Orlando refuses to be extinguished. Across the city, a wave of compassion and support is rising to meet the darkness. Restaurants, their doors still bearing festive Halloween decorations, offer free meals to first responders and those affected by the tragedy.
Counselors, their voices soft and reassuring, provide solace to those struggling to cope with the trauma.
Orlando, a city known for its resilience, is coming together offering comfort and support to those in need. This is not the first time Orlando has stared into the abyss of such senseless violence. The Pulse nightclub shooting, a horrific act of hate that claimed 49 lives in 2016, left an indelible scar on the city's soul. And now, once again, Orlando finds itself grappling with the aftermath of a mass shooting, the echoes of gunfire a painful reminder of its past trauma. Section 8. The search for answers. As the city mourns, the weight of the tragedy is felt deeply by everyone. The community comes together in shared grief, lighting candles and placing flowers at the memorials that have sprung up around the city. These acts of remembrance are a testament to the lives lost and the collective sorrow that binds the community in this dark time. Investigators work tirelessly to piece together the events of that horrific night. In their offices, detectives pore over maps and timelines trying to make sense of the chaos. They collaborate closely, sharing insights and theories, each piece of information bringing them one step closer to the truth. Surveillance footage is meticulously reviewed, with investigators spending countless hours watching and rewatching the videos. Each frame is scrutinized for clues, no matter how small, that could shed light on the sequence of events. Every pause, every zoom in on the footage is a potential breakthrough. The detectives analyze video clips frame by frame, hoping to catch a glimpse of something that was missed before. The process is painstaking, but it is essential for uncovering the truth. Witnesses, their voices trembling with emotion, recount the chaos and terror of that night. Their accounts are filled with fear and confusion, but they are crucial pieces in the puzzle. Each testimony adds a new layer of understanding, helping to build a clearer picture of what happened. The scenes they describe are harrowing, people running in panic, emergency responders rushing to assist those in need. The chaos of the crime scene is a stark contrast to the quiet determination of the investigators now working to make sense of it all. Their memories, though fragmented and filled with emotion, are crucial pieces in the puzzle. Each witness account is a thread that, when woven together, forms a tapestry of that fateful night. The question that haunts everyone, why, hangs heavy in the air. It is a question that drives the investigators, pushing them to dig deeper, to look beyond the obvious and uncover the hidden motives and circumstances that led to this tragedy. This question is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of everyday life. It is a reminder that, even in a close-knit community, there can be hidden dangers and unforeseen threats. The city, now shrouded in a somber silence, reflects the collective grief and the search for answers. The empty streets and quiet corners are a stark contrast to the bustling life that once filled them, a chilling reminder of the events that have shaken the community to its core.
We are committed to finding out what happened and why. Every piece of evidence, every witness account is being thoroughly examined. The community deserves answers, and we will leave no stone unturned. The dedication of the investigators is unwavering, their resolve strengthened by the support and trust of the community they serve. The search for answers is a painstaking process, but it is one that we are fully committed to. We will continue to search, to question, and to uncover the truth, no matter how long it takes. The community's resilience and determination are mirrored in our efforts, and together, we will find the answers we seek.
Section 9. A Mayor's Promise. In the wake of a tragedy that shook the very core of our community, the city of Orlando found itself at a crossroads. The air was thick with sorrow, but also with a palpable sense of unity and determination. Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer, his voice heavy with emotion, addressed the city, his words a mix of grief and resolve. Standing before a sea of faces, each one reflecting the pain and uncertainty of the moment, he knew the weight of his words would carry far beyond this day. He offered condolences to the families of the victims, his voice cracking as he spoke of their unbearable loss. The community had lost so much, and the mayor's heartfelt words were a small comfort in a time of immense grief. He spoke of the lives cut short, the dreams unfulfilled, and the empty spaces left in the hearts of loved ones. He vowed to bring the perpetrators to justice, his words carrying the weight of a city demanding answers. The promise was not just a political statement, but a personal commitment to every resident of Orlando. The mayor's resolve was mirrored in the faces of the law enforcement officers standing behind him, each one ready to do whatever it took to restore peace and security.
We will not be defined by this tragedy. These words echoed through the crowd, a rallying cry for a community that refused to be broken. The cityscape of Orlando, usually vibrant and bustling, now stood somber and reflective, but there was a sense of resilience in the air. We will stand together, support one another, and ensure that those responsible are held accountable. The community came together in vigils and gatherings. Each candle lit a symbol of hope and unity. People from all walks of life, diverse in their backgrounds but united in their grief and determination, stood side by side. Orlando is a strong city, and we will emerge from this stronger than ever. As the sun rose over the Orlando skyline, it brought with it a new day and a renewed sense of purpose. The rebuilding efforts began not just of structures, but of the community's spirit. Flags waved proudly, a testament to the city's enduring strength and resilience. The mayor's promise was not just words, but a beacon of hope guiding Orlando towards a brighter future.
Section 10. Bolstering security, confronting fear. In the wake of the shooting, the city announced increased security measures, determined to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. Increased police patrols will be visible throughout the downtown area, their presence a reassuring sight for a shaken city. Metal detectors and bag checks at large events, once a rarity, will become the new normal, a visible reminder of the delicate balance between security and freedom. Section 11. Hope endures. Even as Orlando grieves, a flicker of hope persists. Amidst the flowers and candles at the makeshift memorials, messages of love and resilience shine through. The outpouring of support, both local and national, serves as a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, humanity's capacity for compassion and unity can prevail. The road to healing will be long and arduous, but Orlando, a city that has known both profound joy and unimaginable sorrow, will find a way forward, its spirit unbroken.